I started drawing and spending my money in 1984. I was a poor, starving artist, as they say, when I found myself in Chicago, in a cafe, doodling on a napkin. The waitress came over and said the drawing looked like a $1 bill, and asked if she could buy it from me. I was caught totally unawares and said no. Then I felt really bad about it. So when she came back with the check for my coffee, it was for 90 cents, I offered her the drawing as payment. She took it and insisted I take 10 cents in change. So I framed the dime and hung it on the wall. And that's how it all started. When I try to spend my money, there are people who instantly recognize its worth, and others who view me as a con man, no matter what I say. Working for me is like breathing. I know it sounds like a cliche, but I do have to make art. I find drawing at once soothing and stimulating. The other part of the art, the going out and spending the money, is clearly very confrontational, but not confrontational in a way that makes people feel stupid. That's not my intention at all. But confrontational in a way that entices people to exercise their free will. I suppose that for every note that gets accepted, maybe 10 get rejected. At least that's the case in the States and Britain. The Swiss love my work. I can't even spend real money there. A big part of the pleasure in trying to spend the art is how different people react. I'm the kind of guy who tends to fit into any situation that presents itself to me. Something of a chameleon, you might say. So although I do confront people with my art, I then tend to stand back and just react to them. Maybe I do this to an extent in real life, too. People I know have told me that sometimes they're unsure of me, don't know if I'm angry, joking, serious, or whatever. People say they find me difficult to pin down. I know I have big mood swings, and sometimes I find life very funny. But I'm serious about my work. This is not some silly prank, not a clever trick. It's the real thing.
Excuse me, the waiter just brought this to my attention. I understand that you wanted to pay for your check with this bill here?
Yes. I made this $100 note myself.
It's very nice.
It's not actually real currency, and it's not counterfeit currency. It's actually a work of art. And what I am proposing to establish is that you consider honoring it to its face value. I.e., it speaks of $100, so $100.
Is it worth $100?
I'm an artist, and the work is never complete until it's been spent.
It's an interesting concept. So you're telling me that maybe someday this will be worth at least $90.
Well, no, actually, it costs about $100, so $90, $90.41, I would expect to leave a small tip and get some change. I would want the $9.59 in change as well.
Oh, you would? You want me to give you money back?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. I like this. Is this a new concept or something you just created?
It's something I've been working on for a long time, but if you imagine if you paint a picture of something and you really want it to have that full heartbeat, that sense of life to it, it should move like money, it should change hands like money, it should be expanded.
I'll tell you what, I'll make it. I'm a fan of the arts. I'll take the $100 bill here in lieu of your actual cash payment, and let's hope that someday this is for your benefit and for mine, that it's worth well over $100.
Well, thank you very much for becoming a co-artist.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I enjoyed it. Much luck to you.
Hey, the place is wonderful. Wow. Well, I've got 4 transactions to offer. This is Mallorca restaurant, the bar. I spent a $20 bill there. Rosebud, which is $100.
Is that the restaurant?
That's the restaurant. And the receipt and the change, everything's interlocking. This is a rent transaction for $500 bill that I spent on rent. There's also there's $5,000, five $1,000 bills that I spent to purchase a Yamaha motorcycle, and that's got change of $1.16. And of course, to complete that, you'd also have to buy the motorcycle, and that
whole
would have
transaction.
So I mean, that's a major piece. And
Myself, I'm very much interested in this rosebud piece for $100. So I think, being that you have the receipt with all of with the change, I'd be really interested in purchasing this today. My question is, what would you like, Timothy?
well, on a $100 note like that for the receipt to change, because there's not there's not a lot of physical evidence to also go into it, I would say about $200.
Okay. I believe Rosebud is located somewhere in the Strip District.
It's on Smallman
Smallman
Street,
Street.
between 15th Street and 16th Street.
How you doing?
Good. You Robin Fernandez?
Rob, sorry I'm a little late there.
Bob Capretto.
Apologize. How's the
Have a seat. I understand that Boggs was at your establishment here Saturday.
Yeah, yes, he was. Yeah, he was here with a few friends. They had dinner and gave me one of his notes or his whatever it is, pieces of art.
Well, I guess that's the reason I'm here. I'm very much interested in purchasing the $100 note from you.
Really?
Yes. Let me take a look at it. I'm a collector of Boggs, and I just want to check the authenticity here.
That's it. It's authentic.
It's authentic, yeah. And I'd be very much interested in purchasing that. Do you have any, how about if would you accept $100 for it?
Actually, I think I'll wait.
$125.
No, this has raised a lot of curiosity for me.
I'd be interested in $150.
I think I want to hold on to it.
How about $200?
Yes.
The way the transaction works is that I piece that with the receipt and the money. And these numbers coincide with the numbers there, and this is the change.
Okay.
And then what I do is he helps me frame and display the whole piece of art.
Right.
Now the value is changed
Considerably.
considerably, so that's why.
So it has a lot more value with all this other stuff.
Yes. So my question is, if you're not interested in purchasing that, or letting me purchase that from you, would you be interested in purchasing this portion of the transaction to complete the transaction, and then have that frame?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that side of it. I'd probably have to check with Boggs and see if that's how it really works. If it's more value with these things on it. I mean, I really don't know.
But I'm very much interested in purchasing this.
Oh,
You can make a lot of money. You can double your money overnight.
Oh, I realize that. I realize that. That makes it even raises the question that the potential down the road is even greater, maybe. I don't know how many of these he has out, but I think I'd rather just hold on to it for now.
Now you're a businessman, so $200 is doubling the
Oh, if
value.
it was something like $2,000 or something, that'd be $200. Another $100 is sure it's a nice profit. It's doubling my money, but
most people in the stock market wish they could double their money.
well, if it was, I'm sure they're dealing in very large numbers. Because, we're dealing in.
If you can't be greedy.
No, I'm not being greedy. I'm being cautious.
I had a great uncle who told me one time, all pigs go to slaughter.
Oh, yeah.
So he said, don't be greedy.
I'm actually being cautious. This is something that kind of caught me off guard the other night, and it's possible that it has a greater value to me in the future. It's maybe I shouldn't be so quick to make the change or get rid of it.
You may wonder why I'm putting myself through all this hassle with the Secret Service. I know they may arrest me because of my work, but I've been arrested before. In England, I went to trial and was found not guilty, and in Australia, the government ended up having to pay me damages of $20,000. For me, this is about freedom of speech. I am an artist, so I speak visually. If they made me stop, I would be like a prisoner, unable to speak. So I really don't have a choice. I must keep going. Please, I'd like to speak with the head of the counterfeiting division, Mr. William Ebert, please. My name is Boggs, B-O-G-G-S. Hello, Mr. Ebert. It's Boggs here. I'm calling about my notes again. And I talked to Jerry Hansen in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I got from him that he sent them back to Washington, D.C. And I'm here in Washington, and I'm trying to get my notes back.
What were these notes?
They were notes that I made myself, works of art that I use in my artistic transactions.
Oh, okay. Do you have an attorney?
No, I don't have an attorney. What do I need an attorney for?
I don't know. If the case is in Wyoming, I suggest you talk to Jerry Henson or...
No, the last time I talked to you, you suggested that, and I talked to Jerry Hansen. He sent them back to Washington. According to Jerry, you've made an opinion that I'm a counterfeiter and that my work's counterfeit. He won't give it back. The prosecutor there in Wyoming doesn't want to prosecute. He's taken my property, and he took my property with the understanding that once they were sent to Washington, an opinion was formed that, I could get them back.
Okay, I haven't seen your notes. I don't know the case, so I suggest you get an attorney and go through the proper procedures for,
Oh, Mr. Ebert, you're asking me to spend $100,000 to get my work back. You know if I go to an attorney, it's going to cost me a fortune. And the thing is that I've come into the offices of the Secret Service on numerous occasions to try to, present myself and to explain my work.
And I don't know what the notes are, or I don't know anything about the case. That was a local case in the district that you're from. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll talk to Jerry Henson. I'll look at the case and see what it is, and maybe I can tell you where it stands judicially. But other than that, I don't know what else I can do for you until I take a look at it and see what it is.
Well, I'd be grateful if you could please take the time to look at the case, and if I'd be happy to come in and meet with you. If you want to talk about it.
I understand. Let me talk to Jerry and get a file number, at least go to the file and see what it is, what it's all about. If you call back tomorrow, ask Bill Creel.
How do I spell Mr. Creel's name?
C-R-E-E-L.
All right, and Mr. Creel will be able to be in touch with you even though you're out of town.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What was your name again?
Boggs, B-O-G-G-S, initials J.S.G, for James Stephen George.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Congress makes the laws. We investigate them. The Justice Department prosecutes them. All we do is investigate. Yes, this appears to have a likeness of U.S. currency, since it's the same size, the same color, and it bears a likeness to it. Was it used for a fraudulent purpose? No. So that's one thing.
Any artist that makes the likeness is similar to the money, right? It can't be in color, right?
Correct.
If it is, you confiscate it, right? Are you familiar with the artist Mort Kunstler? Look, I mean, you got it on your own damn walls, man. That's not fair. It really isn't. You can hang this on your walls in your frames, but me, you just do that's just not fair. What? It's a painting. It's a reproduction of a painting with money on it. You've got these calendars out here in your hallway too, Carl, that have got this coloring reproductions of money in it. Now, why can you do it?
Why
and
is
I
the Treasury,
can't?
their publications there? That is an excellent...